Hey guys, welcome back to Dragon Conquest, Dragon Quest 2. Last time we did a fair bit of grinding and got Linda from Moonbrook up to level 6? Yeah, 6. Got steel armor, steel shield on our hero. So honestly, we've done pretty much everything we can here. And now it's up to us to progress, and we're sadly nearing the point of the game where they stopped playtesting. Now, Linda is almost a pure mage. She is squishy, has crap for armor, gets barely any weapons, but good God, does her magic do the trick. And it looks like, oh, we got to level 12 off of the first battle out. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Where we need to go is at the far left of this continent, though. And we want to try and conserve MP because we have a little bit of a trick. Like, this episode is going to comprise of getting to the next town. Which is kind of a feat in itself. Now, we're better equipped to handle the big baddies that were in the other domain there that were giving us such a hard time on the last episode. Excuse me. But we still want to be cautious because there's still a very real possibility of death on the trip. Okay, you attack you there, and just so I can take all of them out. Now, she does have a fair amount of MP, so while we want to play kind of conservatively, we also want to make sure we're handling all the threats appropriately. So, use her MP, but don't just get stupid and waste it, is what I mean by conserve it. And yeah, that's way too soon to be our stretch upward. Not too worried about, you know what, you would be better suited there. There we go. I am going to start cutting out battles until we have something new that we haven't seen. Oh, shit. New that we haven't seen before. But I don't think that's going to be too big of an issue. And with them casting sleep, I'm going to go ahead and use Infernos on that. So after this point, I'm going to have to remember to shut my damn mouth whenever an encounter happens. But shouldn't be too big of an issue. I'm going to try and do all of my healing with Rolando so that I can save Linda's MP for actual attack spells. Oh, one Solarian. I'll show it because that's just going to go by fast. But some of those battles, whenever you get like a full group of enemies that you're facing, just take forever. What do you got going on, old man? You wonderful people here who resemble the heroes are here. It is unacceptable that I have not yet finished my training. Well, you know, that was words. Can I get in there? Nope. Okay, there's a hidden door right there. It's a gold key door, but it's a hidden door. And there's a warp on the other side of it. So, we can't do anything about it yet. Because the gold key... Oh, a metal slime. I am definitely going to go ahead and show this off. The gold key is not in our immediate future. And the man-eaters there are also new enemies, so definitely worth showing this fight off. Metal slimes, again, from the first game, give big experience if you kill them. Super high defense, high evasion, and they're cowards. Yeah, that was just some man-eater plants and a Magidraki. What? Ooh, centipedes. An upgraded version of the armored centipede from before. So worth using our magic on. Plus it's a new encounter, so we'll get to show it off. And they didn't do anything differently. Besides give a little more experience in gold. We're almost there to the Dragon Horns, which is our next stop here. Okay, that was a long one with some man-eater plants. Those things will cast a, they'll spit out what's called sweet breath and put like your whole party to sleep. And it's just super obnoxious. Now, a difference for this, this particular dungeon from the original version is in the NES version, this, you would always start on the left. These goblin rats can actually hit fairly hard, so I want to take them out quickly. And you would go up it like a spiral staircase. In this version, whoever reprogrammed it for this and the Game Boy Color versions didn't understand that there was that logic behind it and just made you go... They reversed the staircase. So if you go up a stairs on the right, you come out a stairs on the right. Rather than, you know, just repeating the same floor in the code several times. Ooh, Medusa balls. These things we may end up running from. We're going to cast Sleep on them too, because they're susceptible to it. Kinda. But they can also, they can raise their defense, and they can surround us. So we want to try... Well, what's the fucking point if you're gonna punch the ones that are fucking asleep, guys? Come on. Get your shit together. I don't know why I'm bothering to put them asleep if we're just gonna let the ones that are asleep die first. That's ignorant on the AI's part. Oh well. Anyways, they can cast... It's either sap or surround or increase on their own defense. And it makes them to where it's almost an unwinnable fight. It's not pleasant whenever they all do that and you're sitting there just barely touching them. There comes a point when it's better to just run away from them because you're going to end up wasting way too many resources trying to kill them. And as you can imagine, with this giant hole in the center of the tower, if I were to step down it, I would fall all the way to the bottom. But, let's just jump off this side. We need something before we do this. We need the winged shoes, apparently, I believe. That's rather disappointing. Okay, so I'm gonna find what we need to do off screen and then meet you there. Actually, you know what? No, we're not gonna play the off-screen game. We're gonna go try and figure out where we're supposed to go on screen. And probably end up running back to Hamlin to recharge all our crap. Because, you know what, I don't want this to be super Let's Play formulaic. You know what, let's have you attack there. I don't want this to be super Let's Play formulaic. Whenever, in the Conquest on the stream, whenever there's a fuck up, there's a fuck up. It's on screen for everyone to see. And whether or not they know the games or are less familiar with them than they think, mistakes happen. So, you guys are going to get to see some mistake this episode. And how we adapt and deal with that. And how we do that is probably going to be casting goddamn Return to go recharge Linda's MP. And now I'm going to end up being a little... having to be more cognizant of not talking over these battles that I just talked all over and now can't cut out. Linda got a level. How much does your MP go by? 2? That's useful. Way to go, Linda. You really saved the day with that one. Holy fuck. Well, I wasn't going to leave this battle in, but goddamn, we just took out a fucking metal slime. So that's definitely getting left in now. Didn't expect that to happen. And let's just let everyone get a level there. So this segment hadn't been a complete waste. You know what? Let's return. We'll talk to the people at Hamlin, see if anybody knows anything. And I swear to God, if one of them tells me about fucking... tells me a different name for the town than the one I know and love. Indeed, this world is becoming a treacherous place. The other day there was an incident with a thief in the vicinity of Canuck. Look, he was caught, but now he should be in jail. Haha. Servant in Midenhole, dream to meet you. Motherfucker. You're wasting my time with that bullshit. Tell me about where cool stuff is. Yeah, you said the town of Hamlin. Inside a tower, somewhere, there is a cloak that lets you float through the sky. When you put on that cloak and jump from a high place, you can float. I'm betting that tower's off to the east. South of here. We recharged at the end, okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, I just completely borked my order of operations for this game there. So, after we go get this cloak that'll let us fly, or at least get to this tower, we can off-screen travel over to the Dragon's Horns, because I can safely assume that you guys know where that is now. But we have to go back down by the swamp area there to get over to this tower where we have to get like a flying cape so that whenever we jump off the tower we end up on the other side of that river. Okay. Can't believe I derped out on that one. But the benefit is, since I got us into level shape in order to be able to get to the next town, we should have no problem just kind of steamrolling this tower. So, today, we found out a new path of where we're going to go in the future that'll save time in a future episode. We found out what we need to do next, and we killed a metal slime. So if we ever decide, oh, we want to do like a bestiary compilation, we don't have to worry about finding him. Liquid metal slimes, on the other hand, I'm not as confident in our ability to kill those in this one. But we'll see. We'll see. Smoke. And at this point, I really do need to just like shut up in the middle of enemy encounters. So my apologies if you can hear my dog licking away at his foot over there. He's being a weird little shit. There's the tower we need to get to. And I think we need to go... Well, you guys can't see my hand doing the motion because I don't have the cam on for this. I think we need to go clockwise up around this little shit that's in the way. And here I am giving that direction right after I said I need to be quiet during random encounters. So, what do I know? Professionalism at its finest, people. See if we can dip around to the south here to it. May not be a possibility, but it's not a possibility. Okay. So, for the second time, we're going to return to not Moonpita, Hamlin. And we're going to go recharge our resources at the inn here. since we have to go ahead and come back here anyways to get around there, it's worth doing. So this episode, if nothing else, should serve to prove that I am by no means some god gamer who's got just skills upon skills that can't be matched and knows these games like the back of my hand. Granted, the first one I know exceptionally well, but for some of these, I mean, I've only gone through this game like 4 or 5 times, and I just forget shit from time to time, especially in the early game here, since you spend a whole lot of your time in this one doing late game grinds. Again, with the talking during random battles. So, let's make a concentrated effort at that. But yeah, no matter how well you think you know a game, there's just still always something else out there about it. Like, for example, speedrunners. For games like Super Mario Bros. And Mario 3, they're still discovering new techniques and everything. Which is part of the joy of going back and experiencing some of these games again, is every time you pick it up, you get to look at it from a different perspective. So like the things that I pick up on this playthrough and that I notice or learn about it are going to be different than any other experience I've had with the game before. Which is kind of the beauty of gaming as a medium. I mean, it's similar to like whenever you reread a book, you pick up on different details and everything that you didn't necessarily notice the previous times through. We didn't even have to go through the desert there. Gained a level and learned the outside spell in that last battle. So here we have our first real dungeon in the game, and there's the cape that we so desperately need. That feels like it's way too simple to go there now. So let's see if there are any other ways. And most of the enemies in here are repeats, so there's not really anything new for us. See, we came in from, I believe, the top there. Medical herb will be nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do this dungeon in this episode, because now that I'm being a little bit smarter about cutting out extraneous battles, I don't think it's going to be as big of an issue to on the time. Ended up getting the whole party surrounded there. Man, the encounter right here is a little friggin' nutty. Which I guess is where like the difficulty for this this dungeon comes into play, because it's all really enemies we've seen before. So Linda just got level 8 off that last battle and learned Repel. So hope nothing happened. I guess Repel is just an overworld spell in this game. One of these floors we have to deviate away from this little pattern. Just by nature of patterns. Is it? Nope. If we were under any real threat, I'd be more inclined to, well, fuck a duck. No, I wouldn't be inclined to fuck a duck. That's just wrong no matter what way you look at it. Okay. So we have made error somewhere. Possibly by committing to the pattern, although I don't see any other way we could have done things. I'm leaving this in just because trying to not pay attention to my fucking health and almost making critical error. Ugh, that was terrifying for a hot second. So, clearly we're locked out of anywhere there. We checked this all out, and we're locked out of anywhere there. I thought we had checked this one all out. There might be another staircase just like on the fringe of the first floor there that we missed. But I am not entirely certain. Oh no, Linda's magic sealed. You guys were already like immune to Infernos, so whatever are we gonna do? Oh no! Oh no! Oh yeah! Okay. Let's try this out. Back to the first floor. Coming from the top. We start at the bottom, and we kind of still at the bottom. And it's not bad enough that I want to pull up maps or anything yet. So, part of the fun is exploring. I don't even want to talk to you right now, fucking guy. Me spending an extra 10 minutes in here just kind of fiddle fucking around. That gold's nice though, because we're gonna have some very expensive purchases we gotta make once we get to our next town. Man, I'm finding all kinds of like useless armor shit for stuff. Got plain clothes out of that last one. And I've gotten leather armor several times. Okay, so we're at the top. Man, goblin rats are hitting far harder than I expected. It doesn't help that Linda has 0 armor that we've been able to get for her. But Rolando is kind of taking an ass whooping too. Let's try this. Prayer ring. That is going to be useful way later. Right now, not as much, but, you know, I'll take what I can get. Okay. Now, to discover that we took the wrong stairs up whenever we had a choice back here. It appears these are the stairs that we wanted. I'm going to talk over this one because I was in the middle of the thought, and this recording's been going on a fair bit amount of time. So, with the number of battles that I've got to cut out of this one, I'll save myself a little bit of trouble in the future. So, these stairs, be really careful going around the pillars like that. And I think we might be in the money now. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So we got our wind mantle. And I pray to God... Okay, Linda got it. Good. Let's... Sacred knife, plainclothes, shield, helmet. We'll equip the wind mantle to Linda. That we couldn't even really see because of the way that the fan translation spaces everything out. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not about that life right now. And let's go back to Hamlin and call it a day. Motherfuck, this has been an episode. Okay. Next time, I'm going to meet you over out west at the Dragonhorn there. And then we will progress on with the rest of the game. This has been Breach. Thank you guys very much for tuning in and supporting this series. It means a lot to me. And hope you're ready for more and more Dragon Conquest to come. Because if today's any indication, this series is going to be going on for a long fucking time. Have a good one.